The first blow. The skies above Rigel IV burned red as the first alien strike came down. A human colony, barely 3 decades old, its city still half-built, was reduced to ash and silence in hours. The invaders were the Tzalkith Dominion, a war-born empire spanning 16 sectors. Their doctrine was simple. Strike first, take everything, leave nothing but submission. They broadcast their triumph to the galaxy. Their fleets hovered over the shattered colony, raining debris into the oceans, while their generals sneered at the hollow feeds. This is humanity's fate. They plant trees, we burn them. They build towers, we topple them. They are soft builders, not warriors. They cannot stand against us. Thousands died that day. 1 million more were displaced. The Dominion celebrated as though the war had already ended. The chorus of mockery. Across the Galactic Council, laughter erupted. The human ambassador's chair was left empty, its occupant vaporized in the opening strike. The Kravan syndicates jeered. The peering clans wagered bets on Earth's surrender. Even allies kept their distance, whispering, "Humans won't risk total war. They're too civilized, too patient, too fragile." In taverns and command centers alike, the phrase spread like fire. War was demanded, humanity will kneel. The galaxy forgot one truth: patience does not equal weakness. Builders may hesitate to destroy, but when their works are burned, their answer is not rage. It is creation made into a weapon. The silence before the storm. For weeks, Earth was quiet. No fleets moved, no ultimatums came. The Dominion mocked the stillness, calling it cowardice. But in the void of silence, shipyards stirred. Lunar drydocks lit up with the glow of forges. Mars belched fire into its skies as titanic frames were assembled in orbit. Asteroid foundries, once built for trade, converted into weapons hives. Humanity did not answer with speeches. They answered with work. Where the Dominion had demanded battle, Earth posed a single question to the stars. Why fight when we can build? And build they did, faster, greater, and more ruthlessly than any empire had imagined possible. The first shadow falls. When the Dominion sent their second wave, they expected surrender. Instead, their fleet dropped out of warp to meet shadows that eclipsed suns. The first human dreadnoughts, Atlas-class colossi, moved into position. Each one was a mobile city, bristling with weapons not seen since the age of Earth's nuclear brink. Their hulls were not polished, not ceremonial. They were iron fortresses, forged for only one purpose: to end wars. The Dominion laughed at first. They sent their forward wings to strike. Those wings never returned. The question answered. The galaxy listened in shock as a single transmission echoed across every frequency, spoken in a voice like granite grinding against stone. You demanded war. We asked, why fight when we can build? You did not listen. So now you will see what we built. And with that, Earth unleashed hell. Human fleets erupted from hidden gates, swarms of frigates, carriers, and cruisers built in silence. Hyperspace routes blazed with human war convoys. Entire moons, hollowed into arsenals, opened fire. Retribution unleashed. The Dominion's war pride turned to panic. Planets they had conquered for centuries were liberated in days. Human carriers did not simply bombard, they descended armies in storms of fire. Drop Titan mechs shook the ground as they landed, their footfalls like thunder rolling across continents. Orbital strikes cut swaths through the Dominion's bastions, carving trenches hundreds of kilometers wide. Entire fleets vanished in coordinated ambushes. human ships pulling maneuvers that defied conventional strategy. Every strike was precise. Every strike was overwhelming. Every strike whispered the same truth. Builders can destroy far more completely than destroyers can ever imagine. VII, the galaxy trembles. News traveled faster than light. The once mocking council now sat in silence. Worlds that had wagered on humanity's collapse now barred their gates in fear. Empires that had mocked Earth now recalled their ambassadors, praying they were not next. The phrase changed. No longer, war was demanded, humanity will kneel. Now it became a hushed warning. They built for peace, and when peace was denied, they built for vengeance. The Dominion, once loud, now sent desperate pleas. Their leaders offered treaties, reparations, apologies. Humanity answered with the grinding roar of fleets still advancing. VII, the empire collapses. The war lasted 6 months. The Dominion had ruled for 1,000 years. But before the might of Earth's builders turned warsmiths, it crumbled like sand under a hammer. On the burned ruins of Rigel IV, the colony they had struck first, human banners rose again. The survivors returned not as refugees, but as guardians of fire. The last Dominion citadel fell not with a scream, but with silence. Its leaders taken, its fleets erased, its name burned from the records of the stars. IX, the silence after annihilation. When it was done, Earth fell quiet again. The dreadnoughts docked, the armies stood down, shipyards returned to trade. Humanity rebuilt not just themselves, but the colonies of those who had once mocked them. But the galaxy never forgot. On every world, in every council, in the whispers of smugglers and kings, one phrase lingered. Never provoke Earth again. Their patience is vast, but their vengeance is infinite. X, the legacy of builders. And so the question lingered in the void. Why fight when we can build? The answer had been written in the ashes of an empire. The galaxy learned that builders, when forced, construct more than cities and ships. They construct vengeance of steel and fire, so absolute that no tyrant dares test it twice. The Dominion demanded war. Humanity built annihilation. And in the silence that followed, the stars themselves seemed to tremble.